host, Alicia, with Better My Blueprint podcast. I'm super excited for today's episode. It is episode 2 of season 3, and we are talking about accomplishing time management as the new adults. Before we get into that, please make sure that you guys are following all of our social medias on every platform, which is our TikTok, our Instagram, as well as our Spotify. And of course, subscribe to us on YouTube so that you can see this beautiful face each and every episode. Today we have our third guest, a very special guest. Not saying that all other guests ain't special, but we have a very, very special guest that has been requested many times from family members and friends asking when she was going to be on here. Today we have Miss Felicity.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, girl,
it's so exciting.
Yes, I'm super excited. And of course, anything that she has as a business-wise or her social media, we will definitely shout that out later so that you guys can follow and support. So briefly, we're going to overview mastering time management as the new adults. I feel like time management has been like, for the new age, our new age, like it's been having us in a chokehold.
Yes.
Because life is just so busy and you have to get it. Got to make the money. There's no time for sleep.
I know.
And so I feel like this was a very important topic to talk about, especially since we're both really busy, you know, especially with our own like careers as well as our 9-to-5s,
Right.
and then family and
Passive
friends.
income,
Yeah.
trying to grow our business.
Yeah. So I feel like this is going to be a very important topic to talk about. So please make sure that you guys have a notebook out to write any notes. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the key areas that you need to focus on when you are trying to master time management. The first one's going to be family, friends, business/work, and then self-care, which is yourself, right? So first, we're going to talk about family. I feel like that is going to be the top priority, even though like us as the new adults, we have the mindset where it's like our family will still be there. That's fine. Like I need to get this money.
Right.
But then it's like, no, like you know, people are starting to get older. You know, family members are starting to get older, and so it's very important to prioritize as a top priority spending time with your family.
I agree.
With prioritizing quality time, the first thing, if you're married, your spouse, right?
Yes.
And even if you're not married and you have a boyfriend or a significant other, taking time to or set out time to go on dates with your spouse and spend time with your partner, because what you don't want to do is neglect them, because they're your other half. When you're not strong, they have to be there to lift you up. And I wouldn't want to lift nobody up if they you don't even spend time with me, you don't even take me on dates. Like, so I think the first thing is, of course, if you have a partner, spending time with your partner, making them a priority. I know that like I told you earlier before we started, like things have been really good in my relationship. We've been going on more dates, doing more things. I know that you guys been going on more dates and doing a lot of things too together. And then of course we don't have children yet, but
in the future, the long future.
Yes.
In the long future.
But prioritizing your children, if you are a parent,
Yes.
a lot of people think that, oh, my child doesn't want to hang out with me, they want to go be with their friends, or oh, like they're okay, like, you know, they'll be busy on their phone or on the game. But it's like, no, a lot of kids, some kids, especially back when I was younger, we used to be scared opening up to our parents, saying like, I don't ever see you, you're always busy. But like nowadays, kids will open their mouth, they'll be honest. But I think if you are a child and you are watching this, opening up to your parent and letting them know, hey, like, I know that you have to work and help us and make sure that we have everything we need. But let's take one Saturday off, have a family night, or Friday night where we can have family night.
Open that line of communication.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah. And then if you're a parent watching this, spending more time with your kids. Even if they act like they don't want to spend time with you, still spend time with them, because life is short. Unfortunately, a lot of parents are like putting their kids in graves instead of the other way around. And life is just so short.
It is.
So spending more time with your parent or spending more time with your kid is very important too. Like you and your mom went to go see the movie, right? Did y'all get to go
I didn't go with her. We didn't go
okay.
together, but yes. But I would say with my mom, like, girl, she has like a stressful week. She'll call me and get on the phone for like 2 hours.
Right,
just sitting there talking. You know what I'm saying? And I think, even though my mom had me young though, so with us being, you know, I wouldn't say like super super close as like growing up. You
Yeah.
know, she decided to be the parent, but now that I'm older, like she's like my best friend.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's really important to not, I wouldn't say neglect your parents,
Yeah.
but definitely, you know, still have that relationship, whether, you know, it's talking every day. I know some people maybe grew up in a toxic household.
Yeah, where it's harder to do that.
But I'm very thankful and glad that I didn't have that relationship with my mom. I was always able to come with her with anything, no matter what, even still to this day. And I think as long as you prioritize what's important in your life,
Yeah,
you know, that's what matters.
right. And then, of course, lastly, spending more time with your siblings.
Yes.
Now, of course, everybody has that sibling relationship where they're like, "Ooh, I don't even like you like that. Like, I don't even want to be bothered with you." And you have that when you're younger, but then when you get older, you're actually like, you know what, you're kind of cool. Like, I think I can hang out with you a little bit. I think we can go and get drinks together or whatever the case is.
Yes.
And you know, with my situation, my siblings all live in a different state than I do. Like, one lives in California, one lives in Florida, and then I live here. So it's always hard to really spend time with them in person. But I mean, there's no excuse because we have technology. Like, I FaceTime them, even though they be like, "What do you want?" But I be FaceTiming them. I be checking their location to make sure, see where they are, where they is. I text them, you know, send them like inspirational quotes and stuff. Sometimes I be on the phone with my sister and my god sister for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, spending time with all of your family, and even like your great aunts and all those other people that you don't see unless you go to family reunions, or people you don't see unless you're having like a big party or a wedding.
And you know what's crazy? I had seen something. I was watching a show the other day, and I seen something like, "Oh, you only get together during like Thanksgiving or Christmas." But it's like, that's sad though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't have to be because of like a holiday or a special occasion. You should have, you know, dinners or lunch, especially if you guys are, you know, not too far apart, you know, like 30-45 minutes. You know?
That's true. CJ, his mom decided because she wanted to see more of her brothers and all of the family and all the kids, and she decided that every other Sunday or something like that, we basically all get together at either one of our houses and have dinner.
That's good.
And so I think this Sunday was supposed to be our turn, but you know, that's okay. Well, they ain't come over, and I ain't prepared nothing. But I feel like that's a great like, okay, yes, you might have a busy week, but at least we can do every other Sunday or the second Sunday of the month or whatever, and we go to each other's house and one person is hosting and they make dinner. Like the last one we went to, even though it was for Easter, it was still his Sunday. We went to her brother's house, which is CJ's uncle, and he made like a whole thing. It was like a whole big dinner, and everyone was there. People came from California because they have family there too. And they came down, and they were already. I think they were here for the wedding for one of his cousins, but still, like, we all was able to be there together and talk.
You guys
and
made
laugh.
time, and
So I think it's very important to find a way to make time.
Yes.
No one is that busy, and if you are that busy, then slow down.
Like they say, you know, you make time for what you want, who you want.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, it's all about how you prioritize and adjust your time.
Right. Exactly. And if you can find a way to make the time, then that also kind of teaches. Even like we're starting with family, that can teach you how to be organized in other areas in your life as well. So make sure that you're spending more time with your spouses, your partners, your friends, even family and friends, and your siblings and all of that, because that's very important. With scheduling regular family activities and traditions, I love hosting. I love having parties and stuff over here and doing things. And I know that when I have children, that's going to be like their new norm. Like my mom's, every month she always got some type of event where everybody come over and it's like decorated and stuff. But like, what about you? Do you guys have anything in your family where you do like activities every year annually? Like people do family reunions and stuff like that?
Yeah, I would say family reunions is the number one thing. I mean, I know with my family, it's so scattered. Like I have my dad's family in Louisiana, my mom's family in California, and my stepdad's family here in Texas and some in Arkansas. So it's kind of like every year, different holidays and like scattered everywhere. Yeah. But like I just told you, my grandma's having her 80th birthday, you know, on Mother's Day weekend, so in 2 weeks. I'm super excited about that. So I think, you know, sometimes really it would be like birthdays. Sometimes it's, like people's wedding anniversaries. Right. You know. But I definitely want to, you know, especially whenever I have my family, I'm big on like the Sunday dinners, like you said. So that is like a new tradition I want to start whenever the time comes. but now it's holidays and reunions.
Yeah, same. Like my family, they have a family reunion every 2 years.
Okay.
They're supposed to be having one this year, but I'm not going.
No.
But they have one every 2 years, and I just love that they do that, because a lot of families, like, they do that when you're young, but then when you get older, everybody just be like, I don't have time for that.
Right.
So it's good that they still do things like that. Also the family dinners, and then of course the holidays. But like back then, before it started getting really busy, my mom used to have us do a Bible study on the phone.
Okay.
And on like FaceTime, or even just through text messages, putting in our thoughts about stuff like that. And I was like, that's a good tradition to do. Like every month we do Bible study or something like that. And not only is it just to, you know, spend time together, but also to like worship God and fellowship and everything too. So I love that. Some scriptures on the importance of family, and I'm not going to say what they are because some of them are long. But you guys can definitely go in your own Bible. I mean, everybody should know that they should have a Bible right next to them every episode, because I'm always talking about something in the Bible. So you should already have a Bible right next to you. But the first scripture is Ephesians 5, verse 25 through 6 and 4. And then the second scripture is Proverbs 22, verse 6. And a lot of those scriptures in there kind of gives you like tasks to do on how to honor your father, honor your mother, do this to your spouse and your partner. And it's all about basically giving your best to that person and honoring them. So I feel like those are very important scriptures that you can read to help you understand how to prioritize family and how to do right by your family and your friends and your partner and all of that as well.
Like me, I always like, whenever the time comes, but I want to be a P31. Come on, girl. Like, I think that's what it's all about, though. You know, the root. You know, it's really being, you know, your true, authentic self, and be the best version, not only for God, but, you know, for your spouse, for your person, you know, and then take care of your household. You know, I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The next one is going to be nurturing friendships. And you guys know that I be looking at my little computer or my little notebook, so I can give you guys everything and don't skip anything. But next is nurturing friendships. The first thing I want to talk about is setting aside time to connect with close friends. I love hanging out, me and you, when we have time.
I know.
Especially back then, we used to hang out a lot. But I think I take friendships very seriously. You do as well. We do not play. Like, if you with the toxicity, I ain't got time for it. But I think friendships is so special. Like, you have your family, you have all these people, but you actually are able to find a stranger who has things that you have alike, and you end up being there for each other throughout your journey. You know, and I just love when it comes to actually having time to connect with friends. And I know sometimes it'd be hard, because like if you live in Texas, it's kind of hard to go see friends because everything's 30-40 minutes away, an hour away. Like, you live on the whole other side of me.
I know.
But I think it's very important to prioritize friendships, because these are going to be, I always say, the aunts and uncles to your kids or godparents if you're close enough. And these are people that's going to see you grow as a parent, as a married person. They're going to see you through your ups and downs and all of that. And I think, like, God talks a lot about friendship in the Bible as well. And there's a lot of friendship in the Bible. And so I just think that finding time to go see your friends, even your long distance friends, maybe you do something once a year or something big so it can make up for the whole year. I think it's very important. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's all about, you know, how you audit your time. At the end of the day, focus on, you know, I think time blocking is a really big thing for me, starting to, you know, manage 2 jobs that I have. You know, I think having, you know, a list of like, okay, during this time of the day, I'm going to do this, during this time, during this time, this, and then, you know, reaching out to friends if, you know, my week gets so busy and I handle everything I need to in the week. When it comes to weekends, reach out to your loved ones, reach out to those who, you know, you haven't seen in a while, haven't heard it, and do, I like to say, daily check-ins. I'm trying to prioritize daily check-ins versus weekly check-ins, just to open up that line of communication and know that, like, hey, I'm still here. I know that there's times where we can be too busy and things like that, but I think as long as you keep that line of communication and communicate that, you know, I'm still here. I'm sorry if I wasn't around. I'm sorry if I've been too busy. But I think if you learn to really prioritize what's most important in your life and try to shy away from things that are not so important, I think I think that's where it starts.
Yeah, because like me and you've been friends for a while now. We've been friends because of like where we work.
Yeah.
But I also was making extra friends. I say extra friends. I was also making additional friends from Facebook.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people be like, oh, like I can't make friends. I don't have time. But it's like so much people out there that's in the same situation as you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought that I wasn't gonna be able to make no friends, but I ended up making friends. Like Kennedy, she was on the she was one of the other guests.
Mm-hmm.
And me and her became friends on Facebook, and it started from there. And now like we hang out every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like I appreciate those friendships, because when you're down, when you're low, when you're just not in a good place, those friends are meant to pick you up and help you up.
Keep in mind, families argue, families fight. It's like whenever, like if you're into it with like your parents or aunts, uncles, siblings, whoever, or even your spouse or your partner, you want to have that friendship where you can just go to and call, cry and vent with no judgment, anything like that. I think that's very important.
Some scriptures that value friendship that you guys can read on is Proverbs 17:17 and Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9 through 12. If you are struggling to make time for your friends, the first thing you need to do is get your eggs in a row. Figure out what needs to be done in your life, if it's financial, if it's just something you got going on and you have a lot of jobs and never have time or space. Finding ways to, okay, if I work this amount of hours these couple of weeks, and I have an additional PTO or whatever the case is, maybe I could use that PTO to go and hang out with the girls or go do a spa day with them or whatever the case is. Now, some people, they don't take their PTO. Some people keep it because they want to go on big trips and stuff.
They stack it up.
Yes, but what's important with prioritizing time with your friends is communicating, letting them know like, hey, I'm not abandoning you, I'm not neglecting you, I'm just trying to get this bag. I've been working, my schedule is this way. Like sometimes I even send out like what my schedule looks like to friends, just so they know like, hey, it's not you, it's literally me. I'm just trying to get like all my ducks in a row, so that when events in the summer comes, for example, I have time to spend time with you, compared to not saying anything at all, and then you lose that connection with your friend.
That's why I just said too, like I'm guilty of like, instead of doing like weekly check-ins, I want to more do daily check-ins, too, because I don't want anybody like feeling some type of way, because I know I've been there where like I talk to someone and I'm like, hey, we have plans, and then it's like they go ghost and stuff, and it's like, why are you neglecting me?
It's not a good feeling to have. So make sure you guys that you prioritize your friendships, because they're very important.
Yes.
I mean, some people don't have a big family like others, and it's good to have friends, because friends become family as well. So make sure you guys prioritize your friendships. Next, we're going to talk about excelling in your career or business when it comes to time management, which is probably the biggest one that we could talk about right now. So the first thing is, of course, developing a productive daily and weekly routine. I think having a routine for anything, and people hear routine and they think, oh, skincare routine. No, you should have routines for everything that you have in life. Sometimes I have to write mine down or have it like as different alarms on my phone, just so I can get myself used to it, because your body works in muscle memory. And if you're used to waking up at 8 in the morning to eat breakfast or go to Pilates, and then after that go do your prayer and journaling, and then after that go do this and do that, and you keep doing that, your body's you won't even need the alarm after a while. So I think, of course, it's very important to create a routine so that you can be more organized. Some people just think, oh no, I'll just get up whenever, then do this and do that, but then the time is already gone.
Right. No, start your day with intention. Have your mindset set on one thing, and it's just going to make things flow and not be so scrambled.
Right. And some people think that that's like a form of like OCD or like controlling. But it's like, no, because I don't want to have to do everything that I had scheduled for Monday, end up having to do it on Tuesday, because then I got to push everything else back just because I couldn't get that done. And of course, trying your best not to be lazy. Like, you don't want to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning for work or whatever the case is, but do what you got to do. And I feel like this is something all grandmothers or parents say. Do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do.
Come on.
So making that routine and doing all the little things that you have to do and get done, so that when the weekend comes, like you said, you can relax or go spend time with your friends and family or whatever, take a nap, go to sleep all day. Like some people do that. Like I have a coworker, and she was like, I've been so busy this week, but I allowed myself to be this busy and kind of just push myself so the weekend I can just be in the bed
Exactly.
all weekend. And I don't blame you, because it's like, I'd be tired. I'd be drained. And
now I know, especially when you have those long days where it's just like 12-hour days.
Yes.
I'll be looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be like, let me tell you, as soon as Friday come, I'll be like, thank you, Jesus.
Clothes off, makeup
for real,
off,
wig off. I'm in this bed, door closed, phone don't do nothing.
Okay, leave me alone, girl. I got my sweets.
Yes.
Girl,
Not your sweets, but yes. So I think you guys create daily as well as weekly routines each month.
Yes.
And yes, it can become like, it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta do all that just to do this. But some people need that discipline, because some people don't have discipline or focus to, okay, I said I'm gonna do this and do it. Exactly. Now there's some people you don't gotta write nothing down. You can just go do it. Like CJ, he has that mind where it's like, okay, I gotta do A, B, and C today so that I could do D, E, and F on Tuesday. So he literally goes and knocks it out.
It's like clockwork.
Right. But me, I need a reminder. I need my phone telling me, hey, drink water.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time to pray. Hey, it's time to do this, because sometimes I get so lost in other things that my mind just be like, oh, well.
And I know some people have like planners that, and I tried doing that with me. I think reminders on my phone is just what helps me better. Like writing something down, like,
you're not gonna go back and look at it.
I can do that. I've tried it so many times, but I'm like, I can't do it. Having reminders on my phone and having notes, it helps me.
I remember you saying that earlier last year or this year. You told me you like having your reminders and your notes and everything on your computer.
Good.
Because it'll give you that reminder, compared to me where I like to have everything written down. Yeah. Because I get lost in the computer once I'm in, or in my phone. If it's in my phone, I'm instantly gonna get lost. Like, I have so much stuff in my notes that I probably haven't looked at in years, thinking like, okay, I'm gonna put it in here, then I'm gonna go back and it's gonna remind me. Like, no. I think maybe in the future, like I see a lot of people like on social media and content creators, how they have that little calendar on their fridge. Yeah. I think maybe that's cute. I like when I'm like a mom and wife and stuff, but now I'm like, girl, just do my phone. I'm good. But you know what? You're low key, when you have kids, you're gonna need that, because you're gonna be so busy with the kids. Your phone probably not even gonna be in your hand, unless you have like a little Apple Watch, right? But it's like, I understand why moms be having all the sticky notes and the little things on the refrigerator, even though I find that so ugly. Because you'll wake up to it, every single day. You'll be like, oh, I got dance practice, I got soccer practice. Like, you could check it off, and then because they say mom fog brain is real. So it's just that's definitely when you have kids, you're definitely gonna have to prioritize having a daily and weekly routine so that you don't mess up. Because then you're gonna have kids that wanna go to soccer practice and boxing practice and dance practice, and then you got to do stuff for your own self. Okay, girl. So get a massage, girl. Get your nails and toes done. Girl. And not only just like as being a mom, but as being a business owner or being in a big career. Like, you do real estate, I'm pretty sure you have to set some type of tasks and things so that you can get things done, especially because it's like, you're like, yes, your time, but you're also working on other people's time because they're trying to buy a house. Girl, and that's the thing. Like, not only that, working with like other listing agents and property managers, like so you have this like, it's something that where it's like, okay, you got to get stuff done. There's no time to lollygag, so you have to have your different like little things to pop up on your phone. Hey, it's time to do this. It's time to create the contract or whatever the case is. And it's the same with like how I do event planning, like with weddings. Like, I was just talking to CJ about this yesterday, because he was like, it should only take you 2 months or less to plan a wedding. And I said, little do you know. My sister took my sister 2 years. Yes. Sometimes it may take you more. Yes. Especially if you don't have things written down or like tasks on your phone so that you can make sure that you do everything. Yeah. Sometimes you forget, and sometimes people don't know all the stuff that's included in a wedding. So even with your business, your hobbies, or your career, or just your 9 to 5, making a daily routine so that you can get stuff done, just so that you won't be pushed back. Yeah. Because you can't get that time once it's gone. Exactly. Right? And then, of course, identifying and eliminating time wasters. That part. That's a big one. You brought that up. And the crazy thing is that people be thinking them talking about time wasters as in like things you do, but people too, girl. And so something I talk about this all the time. I need to learn when to say no. And I feel like I've talked to you about this too. Like,
You know, yeah, someone may need help here and there. Someone wants to hang out. You know, it's cool. You know, again, you have your friends take your time. But sometimes it can come to a point where, like, I'm just neglecting myself.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like I have weeks and days where I'm just like scrambled with work, and then it's like, oh, people want to hang out and go out for drinks or go out for dinner, and it's like,
but you got stuff to do.
It's like you don't want to let them down, but at the same time, it's like I need my space. Yeah, so I need to prioritize saying no for sure.
100%. I think being able to be comfortable to say no, like I have other things I have to do.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but I can't make it. Like, and just be okay if they get mad. Like it.
You gotta protect your peace.
Yeah, because what the thing is what a lot of the things that I talk about on this podcast is that, like, the devil, like he knows he doesn't have much control over everything. It really just be us. But one thing he likes to do is also not only get in your mind, which I talked about in the last episode, but he also likes to find ways to waste your time. Because God has a timeline for you. If the devil can intercede in that and push you back, then it's going to be hard for you to make that mark. And that's his priority, is to help
you to miss that mark.
Find a way for you to miss that mark. So finding ways to say no, finding ways to, like, if you already have a routine, there's no reason for anything else to waste your time, because you already have, like, okay, I have to do this and I have to do that. I don't have time for that. Right. And not only in the things you do, but in people, because some people can be big time wasters. It's sad to say, but not like saying people are a waste, but it's like, you know, like, say in relationships, you know this person's not good for you. You know that this person's just gonna waste your time, but you still go through with it, and then
you still entertain it sometimes.
And then when you get to that point where you're heartbroken, you're like, they owe me my time, they owe me this. But it's like, no, you owe you your time, because you have more control over what you allow in your life than what you think. And that's why I'm like really big on, like, listen, the minute someone starts showing too much red flag, you don't gotta show me too much before I'm like removing you, because time is too short. And I learned that the hard way, that time is too short, with like both of my grandmas passing away within like the few 2 years. And then after that, people just start passing away, and I'm just like, time is short.
It's real life.
Nobody can waste my time anymore, because it's like, I got stuff to do. I got a life to live. And who knows when the last time I'm gonna take my breath. So I want to be able to do what I was set here to do, my mission and my goal and my purpose, so that when I'm gone, I feel good about it.
Not only that, though, having that, you know, having your priorities straight and having that time management, it reduces stress.
Yes, it does.
It makes life, you know, we're gonna have, you know, God says, he didn't say there would be weapons, he just said they wouldn't prosper. You know, so we understand that things will happen and things will come up, though, but that's when we have to tap into faith, tap into prayer, and really reflect and be like, okay, is this wasting my time? Is this good for me? If it's not, God, remove it.
And that's where boundaries come in. Setting boundaries so that no one can get so comfortable where they waste your time. Because the devil sends in little checker pieces to come in and mess you up and get you off your game. So the whole point is, if you want to be a successful YouTuber, a successful business owner, or whatever the case is, or even something as simple as successful parent or whatever, prioritizing your time, making sure you spend time with family and friends and everyone, but also just making sure that you don't allow yourself to get off your game, and not allowing anyone else to get you off your game. Because we trying to make money, buy mansions and land, and you know, be prosperous and live that abundant life that God has given us. But it's hard when you keep getting pushed back 10 steps. Now you got to make another 10 steps.
And that's what the devil wants. He wants to get us off track, and he wants us to doubt God. But you can't let him win.
So some scriptures on diligence and wise use of time that you can read on, you guys, is Colossians 3 verse 23 through 24, and then Ephesians 5 verse 15 through 16. And that's going to help you with that constant reminder of your routine and making sure that you're staying on the mark and on the ball. Next, we're going to talk about prioritizing self-care. And I always make this little disclaimer. I'm not only just talking about going to get your nails done, hair done, facials, and all that stuff. Even though that's good and that's important too, especially as women. Most men don't really care about that as much, but it's important. But not only that, scheduling time for exercise, scheduling time for your hobbies, and most important, scheduling time for rest. Right? So with exercising, I know. It'd be hard. Like, I think people who genuinely like the gym are just a little...
Girl, like those who can really sit there and like wake up 5 a.m., go do Pilates or go run a mile. How?
Because I can't. Well, I can. Like, do I want to?
Oh my! Or like you see that guy that was trending on social media like a month ago. I think his name was Ashton Hall. He does like the he wakes up like 3 a.m. There's the ice water and like drinks his water and like works out and does it. Like, come on now. Like,
who's gonna do all that? But I mean,
respect to him though.
If you want the life of a millionaire, you're gonna have to walk the life of a millionaire. If you want the life of being healthy, you gotta walk the life of being healthy. And the one part of it is going to the gym. Like, I know, like, CJ's really good. Well, lately he's been a little off his game because he's been really working. But back then he used to be good with like, no, listen, I gotta leave work at this time so I can hit the gym. Yeah. And I'd be like, you don't want to get a bite to eat or something? He's like, no, I have to be at the gym at this time. I'm over here messing him up, taking him off his game. He gonna say I'm a time waster. But I think that it is very important to schedule time for you to exercise. Yeah. If you know that you're off on Fridays, use one hour. That's all you need. Really, you only need 30 minutes. Go and do some exercise and get your body moving. I know when I was younger, we used to do Zumba. If you're like, okay, I don't want to go to the gym and lift weights, you could dance in your house.
My mom loved the little Wii sports thing, girl. We used to do that, and then
Wii Fitness,
the Just Dance, girl. That's a sweat, girl.
Yes, that's you be sweating. That's good exercise. It's good cardio. So try to find time to exercise, even if you're at home doing your own little workouts and things like that. You can buy those little like weight bars from Target or Walmart for like $10 or something. Yeah. And just find that time to do your exercise. A lot of girls now are getting into Pilates and getting into Reform Pilates and going on their hot girl walks and all of that stuff. And that's important because you have to be healthy in order to do the things you need to do. If you down bad, I mean, that's why I hate sick days, because when you're sick and down bad, it's so much that you could be doing right now, but you can't because you have to heal. So make sure you take care of yourself, you guys. You let that be one of your priorities.
And God says use your body as a temple.
Yes.
Treat your body as a temple.
Yes. And your body can't be templing if you down bad because you haven't been doing what you're supposed to do. Another thing is, of course, prioritizing hobbies. Yeah. I think everyone should have a hobby, because if you don't, you're going to go crazy. If you're just, especially for those people who work in offices, in the cubicles, looking at the computer all day, and you're just working all day, dealing with evil, mean customers all day.
Girl, don't I know it?
Like, find something that can help balance out that, because a lot of people's mental health go bad, especially people who work in the office, because like you're just on that hamster wheel all day, just working, go home, be bothered with yelling kids, and then do it all over again. Finding something that you love to do can really help, like, calm you down, make you less stressed, and it can help you like kind of different. Why can't I say words right now? Differentiate like worlds. Yeah. Because if you just get stuck in like the I gotta work world,
you're gonna burn yourself out.
Yeah, you're gonna be burnt out. You're gonna be drained. So you have to have like some teachers. I ain't gonna put them out there like that. But some teachers, they be going out getting drinks, margaritas, like
happy hour.
Yes, and they be a whole different person. But that's really healthy for you instead of just being a teacher all day. Yeah, I can't be. Little Tammy said I can't do that all day. You get tired after a while. So prioritizing hobbies, and then of course rest. Which is something we all don't do. Important. Yeah. We don't do. We be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take a nap. You go home, you scrolling on social media. You go home and you doing other work. Like CJ, he gets called in. As soon as he clocks out and comes home, they call him, hey, a pipe burst. You got to fix this and this. And he got dropped all the way back over there, coming back home at 1 a.m. Yeah. And I'm like, when does it get to a point where you're like, enough is enough? Yeah. Like, yeah, you got to make money and provide for your family, but when do you get to that point where it's enough is enough? Because that is crazy.
That's when it comes down to learn to say no. Like, I get, especially a big job like that, it's hard to. Yeah. But sometimes it's like you got to put your foot down.
Yeah. And if they fire you, then there's another job out there that'll hire you. You've been working here for so many years. There's another job that will hire you. Trust me. Yeah. And God has a way of doing things. But like, you don't want to burn yourself out to the point you have no time for church. You have no time for family. You have no time for yourself. As soon as you lay down, you get back up.
Like, at the end of the day, you can't. If you don't love yourself first, put yourself first, you can't, and expect someone to do that
to
for
love you and prioritize you and what you need. So resting is very important. Finding time to just lay your head down. Don't touch your phone. Don't touch anything else. Don't turn the TV on. Just go and just lay down, rest, meditate, whatever you need to do to relax your body. Because if you don't sit down, your body's going to sit you down.
I was watching this one show with Jonathan a few weeks ago, and the girl was on an adrenaline high. She loves her work. We're watching a show called The Pit, and it's about doctors in the ER and trauma ER and things like that. But one of the characters on like an adrenaline high, like a rush, and she just worked, like, I love my job. But and her colleague was like, you need to slow down and you need to go home because you're gonna crash out.
Yep, that's true. I was actually watching The Arrow. Okay. And this girl on her name is Felicity.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I never watched it, but yeah.
And she's like a technology junkie, and she found out that her ex-boyfriend was still alive. Sorry, spoilers for who haven't seen The Arrow. She found out that her boyfriend was still alive, but she had to find a way to find him. So she was like in her computer for several hours. Had so many like of those Bang like energy drinks everywhere. And she's just so cranky, and she's like being mean to everyone because she's just so tired. And then everybody just put her off, and they were like, you need a shower, you need to go eat, and you need to go take a nap.
That part.
Because you're not okay. That part. And your body's going to shut down on you. And that's exactly what happened, because she kept doing it. Your body, when it's warning you and telling you something, listen to it. If it's telling you to rest, because trust and believe, if you don't, it would just be like, okay, the only thing we can do is shut down and reboot, because if we don't shut down, she's gonna go out, she's gonna clock out. Real.
That part.
So make sure that you guys prioritize rest. Of course, like, I know some of this stuff kind of contradicts each other, because it's like, okay, well, which one's more important? I think making sure you're okay first, because if you're okay, then you can, because like I have this mentality of I can't pour into other people's cup if my cup's empty. So first I need to fill up my cup, make sure I'm good, make sure at home is good. Then I could take care of my kids, my husband. If they're good, our household is good, then we can branch out and be there for family and friends and everything like that.
And that's what I think in the Bible, paraphrasing, but it's saying how can you take out the speck in someone else's eye when you have one in yours?
Yeah, that's good. I need to find that. That was good, but that's true.
I don't know. I can't remember which chapter it's in or who said it, but that's important. It's real life.
You over here trying to save everybody else, and you sinking like
that. And they say too, whenever you're on the airplane, they tell you, the flight attendants say, put your mask on first,
right before you try to help someone else. And that's true, because you can't save someone if you're sinking as well. Like, we can't be like what's her name, Rose, and whatever that guy name on Titanic.
Oh, Jack.
Like, she over here telling us, no, we can both get on here. Girl, save yourself first. You drowning and freezing. You can't help him. So worry about yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Prioritize what you need to get done first, so that you have time to go and be there for other people.
Exactly.
And then, of course, with that, setting boundaries to prevent your burnout. And we briefly went over that earlier in the other point. But just to briefly go over it, setting your boundaries. Letting people know, okay, I'm not okay with doing this. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I have other things I need to make time for. I can't make time for that. I can't go to your sixth baby shower. I'm sorry. like not to hurt your feelings, but I got other things that I have to do. This is a sixth child. Like, it might be a seventh. I can't help you right now. But like we said, taking care of yourself, making sure that you are okay, because a lot of us, and I think a lot of women, we are very good at being mute and not opening our mouths and saying, I don't like that.
Yeah.
This is wasting my time. I can't be there. And I think once you practice boundaries, and you can start small, something as small as making boundaries with yourself. And then making boundaries with your friends and your family, which is hard to do because nobody wants to upset or disrespect grandma or uncle or mom. But it's like, if you're not okay with that, you need to open your mouth so that they can get used to the fact that that's not okay.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Right. You have to open your mouth and say something. And then once you create those boundaries, it'll help you to not burn out. Because not only do you burn out by physically just doing stuff all day, every day, but you burn out and be drained by people and energy. And like how you are with, like me, like Once I get to that tipping point where it's like, okay, I've seen too many friends, it's time to go home and relax. Then you got that one friend, hey, we about to go. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, y'all have fun, take pictures, show me. I can live through you guys, but I need a weekend to just relax. Like, I can't have girls' night every weekend. You know, so set those boundaries, y'all, because that plays hand in hand with what you have to do, what you need to do, what you want to do, all of that. Remember to spend time with Jesus as well. That's important. That should be first.
Yes.
Out of all this.
First and foremost.
Because that's where your strength, your shelter, your salvation comes from. So a lot of people are like, okay, I'll just do this for a little 30 minutes. Like, it should be no time limit.
Right.
Whatever you feel in your heart and spirit that you need to spend with God, you go and do that. Yeah. Sunday should not be your only day where you, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Right. Like, have Bible study. If you have Bible study, like I think you say you used to do Bible study, or you do Bible study on Tuesdays or
Wednesdays. But I need to get. My friend was just telling me that she wants to do it again.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah.
I'm like, Sunday should not be the only day to recharge your battery spiritually, because then when Saturday comes, you're going to be drained again and have to wait till Sunday. Like, no. Like me, I do my daily devotions that you have like on the Bible app, but then also in the middle of the day, I'm either praying over the house, I'm speaking to God, I'm listening to like gospel music or worship music, or I'm in my book, like my little 365 day book, and I'm like doing the little questions on there, reading the Bible and learning the Bible more. So I think finding time to do that, and people be thinking like, it's gonna take up all my day, I have other things to do, but it's like, okay, well. Right. I mean, if that's your mentality, then okay, but you can't get to where you need to go without God. Exactly. That money you're chasing, God can just give it to you in a blink of an eye, but all he wants is your attention. So spending more time with him, speaking to him, building that relationship with him, because it's just like how you're, like the dating world. It's just like that. I mean, we're not dating God, but like, it's still like that. Like,
it's a relationship.
Yes, he wants to get to know you. You want to get to know him, and you don't want to get to that point where it's time to go, and he be like, I don't know you.
That part.
So spending time with him, it should be a good like a top priority. And sometimes spending time with him, he can give you wisdom on what to do to make what's harder become easier.
He's a God of clarity and application.
Yes, and he can really help you figure out, okay, instead of doing it this way, maybe you should do it this way. And then you find out that you have more of a week to relax than you thought you did compared to doing it your way.
That part.
And so some scriptures for principles of rest and renewal that you guys can look up is Psalms 46:10, and then Mark 6 31. So, do you have any scriptures for that or no?
No, not for this one. I will say something like, if you feel like when it comes to like prioritizing self-care, I know there's times where, you know, we can be anxious and be filled with anxiety and just overwhelmed. You know, I always like the Bible verse, you know, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's true, because you have a lot of stress and anxiety when it comes to trying to get a bunch of stuff done. Like I spoke about in my last episode where I did a wedding for my cousin-in-law, and I was just so stressed out, and my anxiety was so bad trying to get things done. Things were starting late. It just was crazy. I mean, it came out beautifully, but I was just so stressed out. And something kept rolling in my head, even when I recorded that episode, was that, did you talk to God first before you got started? Like, was he the leading like soldier in your army of trying to get things done? And he wasn't, and that's why I was stressed. And I'm pretty sure if I would start off praying before I got started, I'm pretty sure if I would have just played my gospel music and actually was in the zone spiritually, I probably would have been less stressed with doing that wedding. So a lot of things that you do in life, sometimes just putting God first can really help you to be less stressed and be less like anxiety filled. So some questions I have for you, girl. The question I have for you, what are some great ways you have been trying to manage your time?
I think the time blocking, you know, having starting my day with intention and really having like, okay, from this time to this time, I'm going to do this. From this time to this time, I'm going to, you know, have time for myself. And then, this time later on, you know, having that. So I think that's been really helping me, you know, ultimately, instead of just doing things like, what do they say, going with the flow.
Yeah.
You know, that is so, like, I used to live in that mindset, girls. 1, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
2, it's overwhelming. And then 3, it's like you can have something, like, I remember I was supposed to do this, and then when it came down to that day, I forget it. Then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm scrambling.
Yeah.
So I think setting time blocks and having really starting my day with knowing what I'm going to do and looking back on like my schedule, my notes, and on my phone, I think that's been helping me.
That's true though. I used to be a go with the flow person, and then I learned that my anxiety would not allow me to do that. And so like I mean, all my life with like, even like my god sisters, like when they watch this, they're gonna be like, oh Lord. But I always been the type of person, okay, if we're supposed to be here at 9 a.m., we need to start getting ready at like 7:30. And they'd be like, girl, it's too early, we got so much time. Like, at least you just go with the flow. And that used to piss me off, because I'm like, then the time comes, it's 9:30 and we didn't leave the house yet. I'm like, and this is why we need to be more organized. It's not me trying to be controlling or me trying to control everything. In a sense it is, but it's also me saying, if we have things to do, we need to be ahead of that time so we can make it.
It's kind of like that saying, like, be like that airport mom. You know,
yes,
like,
I am going to be that. I know
they be leaving like 5 hours.
I know I am. Like, that's going to be me, because I hate being late. Yeah, especially when you're late on someone else's time.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Like, if you're not late to make it to the hair appointment, why would you be late to anything else?
Exactly.
When it comes to you, you're like, no, I'm going to make sure I be there on time. But when it's someone else's time, you're like, oh, we got so much time left. Like, no, we don't. Time goes by fast when you're doing your makeup. It takes about 30 minutes to an hour for girls to do their makeup and hair. Like, you know that you got to take a shower, and you like to take your time and shower. You know you got to do this and do that. Like, make sure that you're on time by doing what you need to do now. Don't wait till later, right? And so another question I have for you is, what are some things you can do better to balance your life, work, relationship with your time management?
Something I can do better? I think, honestly, it's something that I've kind of been practicing is less social media. I tend to just sit here and, like, girl, I haven't been on TikTok in like a week.
I noticed, because I've been sitting videos.
I think that's, you know, limiting distractions, you know, whether that's, you know, social media or whether that's, you know, talking to toxic friends or really just, you know, when it comes out learning to say no. And that can be, you know, whether it's food or certain, you know, binge watching TV shows and stuff. I think, you know, that's something that I can.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I was gonna say that, you know, it's really hard to balance life, work, relationship, self.
Girl.
But it's good that you do like your time blocking and starting to learn to say no and prioritizing what are your priorities? What is the word? Priorities. Lord, okay. Learning your priorities, first and foremost, knowing what's important to you. What do you want to do? And understanding that I can't do those things if I'm scrolling on TikTok all day. I really do think, my theory, going down a rabbit hole here, I think it was made to waste our time so that we can't 100%. Get stuff done. 100%. Even though it's entertaining, but it's like, it was made just like advertisements and all that other stuff. Like, it was made to waste your time, take your mind off what you had set. And I mean, hopefully the FBI don't come after me for saying that, but I really genuinely think so. And like, I'll be hearing people, even like kids in my class, they'd be like, I was on TikTok at 2 p.m. and it's already 7 p.m. when I got off. And you're like, where did the time go? You used all that time because you were scrolling. Like, I mean, if you're a content creator, it's your job to do what you gotta do, making your money. But it's like, if you got a 9 to 5 kids and other things to take care of, you got to clean the house, you got this and that done, the last thing you need to be doing is looking on social media because it's going to stop you. I don't care how strong-willed people are. Like, I feel like CJ, my boyfriend, he is a very strong-willed person. But once he's on YouTube looking at those little YouTube reels, it's over. He don't hear nothing, he don't see nothing, and he's on there for a while. I'm sitting here waiting, talking about something, are we gonna eat dinner? He's like, yeah, in a minute. And just be on it forever. Then 30 minutes, an hour passed, and I'm sitting there with stomach growling.
That's sometimes Jonathan when he's on that game.
Yes.
Like, you don't talk to me, you don't look at me, you don't know me. I'm like,
yeah.
All right.
The game is another time waster. I mean, are they going to get rid of it? No. But it is another time waster, which is why it's good where when you have your self-care days, use that time to scroll, do whatever you want to do, relax your mind. The kids call it brain rot. I don't like that name. But do that. But when you have things to do throughout the week, the last thing you should be doing is picking up your phone. Exactly. Like, me and you are good at putting our phone on Do Not Disturb.
What do they say? Business before pleasure?
Yes, because I don't have time for other things. Because once I get on my phone and text back grandma or uncle, then I'm going to find a TikTok app and it's over and I can't get stuff done. Okay, so the last thing we're going to go over is integrating faith into time management. The first thing is seeking God's guidance through prayer and scripture. Like I said earlier, reading your Bible, praying to God, talking to God, building that relationship, it will actually help you in the long run to not take forever to do things. Yeah. Like, I feel like when, I don't know, talking to God, it helps me to realize that I'm working smarter and not harder. Because I be sitting here thinking like, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. And I'm just trying to figure it out on my own. But then when I talk to God, he's like, you could have just done this. And I'm like, that would have saved me an hour of time. Like, if I would have did it that way. Yeah. So making sure that you seek God's guidance. Yes. Because we're supposed to be leaning on his understanding and not our own anyway, in anything we do. And I've been trying to help like CJ with that because I know he's like, I want to get the money. And his mentality used to be, okay, 7 jobs, I'll get the money. But then God's like, or you could just lean on me and I can help you get that promotion that you've been wanting. That's going to set you over. You'll be making more than what you would make at 7 jobs.
Exactly.
So I think it's very important with prioritizing, really talking to God, asking him what he needs you to do. What is his will for you? Yeah. Because then a lot of the times when God gives you the visions and the inspirations to want to do something like real estate, for example, a lot of times when we talk to him, he can, like, I feel like there's different paths he have you choose from. He allows you to choose, right? And I feel like if we choose the path that's with him, like, you'll do what you need to do to be the real estate agent, which you did, and like other things. But then when we choose the other path where we're like, we're going to figure it out on our own, then it took us 6 years just to get this certification compared to doing it his way, you know? So I think it's very important with following God's guidance and reading the Bible, because there's a lot of wisdom nuggets in there that can help you with today's situation.
All the answers are in the Bible.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes. Like the situation with the wedding and stuff and me being stressed out. Yeah. And like it talks about in the Bible about, you know, the friends you make and the connections you make can help you with your you know, like what you want to do with life. Yeah. And I'm like I think it was a wedding that was going on in the Bible, and the good thing is that the bride has so much connection. She had a man who was over a vineyard, so she was able to get her wine. She had this person who had the decorations, who had that. And I'm just like, it's good that you have friends, and that teaches you to make friends and make connections, because they can all help you when you really need it the most, and make sure that you don't waste any time as well, and make it easier for yourself too. And a lot of people be like, I can't relate to the Bible, but I'm like, it's literally everything in there, and a little bit of drama too. So I'm just like, it's really freaking amazing how it relates to something as of 2025. But I mean, God was thinking ahead. So, you know. Amen. Another thing is aligning your priorities with good values and your specific mission. Priorities with God's values. Sorry, I said good values. Same thing.
Yes.
But finding out what the values are of God, which is like, you know, what he wants us to do in our mission. You know, get the word out, talk to people, create that community, show love and forgiveness to others.
Your enemies as yourself.
Right, all of that. And it tells you the 10 Commandments, what he wants you to do. It tells you all throughout the Bible what he wants you to do. And once you figure out those things, then it can help you to get to where you're trying to go with your priorities and your business and your dream job and all of that other stuff. And then, of course, like finding out what your specific mission is, which is your purpose. Oh, you said you had some questions for me.
Oh, yes. Oh, I think this is a really, really good one, because I was over here thinking, like, what would I do? But if you had 1 extra hour every day, what would you do with it?
That's a good question.
I know. I was like,
oh, if I had 1 extra hour in the day, what would I do?
There's so much.
I was gonna say there's so much I can do. It's hard to choose. I mean, now I mean, because I'm getting my teacher certificate,
Mm-hmm.
and I used a certain amount of hours to do my courses online.
Yeah.
Then the next couple of hours to go and actually teach.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I would use that extra hour to take a nap.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking of it, I mean, yeah, there's other things I can do, but like, I don't rest as good as I should.
Girl, I struggle. They say 8 hours of sleep. Girl,
I don't do that. Maybe 4.
4.
Yeah.
I be trying to at least get 6. I'm pushing for 7. But girl, 8 hours a day or a night, girl,
I don't
that's so
sleep
hard.
as good as I'm supposed to. And also a part of it is because my bed is like, it's a king size bed, but it doesn't fit as good anymore. If you buy a bed and it is bed from bamboo, don't do it, because it's gonna feel good temporarily, because I don't get enough sleep on that bed. But not only that, my mind be racing. I just be thinking about all the things I need to do and all that stuff that I don't go to sleep. I don't remember the last time I took a nap. Like back then when we were younger, we used to take naps. I don't remember the last time I took a nap. So I would probably use that extra hour to rest. Because even when I'm saying I'm resting, I'm still doing something else. Like, I be resting, but my computer be on my lap and I still be doing work. Like, no, that's not resting.
Yeah.
So actually being able to shut my eyes and relax, I would do that. Or I would use that time to spend more time with friends and family. Okay. Because I haven't been as like frequent with spending time with family or reaching out to people as much as I usually am, because I've been so freaking busy. So I would use that time for that too. Yeah. That's a good question. That I need to save that for someone else. Okay, you got any more questions?
I have one more.
Okay.
I mean, I know we kind of briefly talked about it.
Yeah.
But I guess what's one thing that whether it's daily or weekly, that you're supposed to do and prioritize, but you just you always put it off? Like something you're just like, I know I need to get this done, but you procrastinate. Because we're all guilty of one thing we procrastinate.
Yeah.
I know me, girl.
Yeah.
What's one thing you say you struggle with?
This is gonna embarrass me a little bit with the podcast, but editing.
Okay.
I hate it.
Okay.
I promise you, if there's anybody out there that need like if you're a high schooler and you're good at editing and you just need hours, because I can't pay you, but if you need hours, I will write all the hours you need. Just be my editor, because I hate editing. I honestly edit the day before I post.
Really?
I'm bad at it,
girl.
And that's what stresses me out, because I'm in here like on the computer, like, okay, gotta fix that. That don't sound right. Gotta fix that. Okay, time to publish it. Like, editing, oh my gosh, it's so bad. Like, I'm very good at doing other things that I need to do, but I push off. I go, okay, I don't gotta post it Friday. I got today Wednesday. I got Thursday.
Yeah.
But it's also because I just hate editing, because it's so long.
It's time consuming. Yeah.
It stresses me out. So I just say I suck at I suck at making time to edit, or I would say doing my coursework for my classes too, because it's a 6-hour course each course. Some of them are 12. I was like, I don't have time for this, so I'll just wait and wait. And this time to submit, I'm like,
it's like,
how am I going to push 6 hours into? But yeah, definitely editing for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to push myself to edit this. I mean, I have a whole week to edit this before I have to. Well, I have a whole week and a half to post this. Good. So I have time to edit. Am I going to do it? Probably not. But I do. I know I need to get better, because I'm over here telling everybody to get better. I need to get better at that, because I suck at that. So yeah, that's my answer. What about you?
I would say, even though I'm trying to eliminate it, a lot, but I'd say social media when it comes to growing my business, posting listings, or just posting things to get my name out there, especially with summertime coming and a lot of people move in the summer. That's something I was so consistent with, constantly posting new listings, posting me touring places and all of that, but I've gotten really lazy at it. I think it's because I have 2 new clients who I'm just constantly working with, so I think that's where my priorities have been going, which is good. Right. But I can't just, I guess, settle for them. Eventually, once they're moved in and they're all good,
you still got life to live. You still got stuff to do. Yeah.
I got to get more clients. So I think that's something that I've been procrastinating. I keep telling myself that, I'm gonna post, especially on Facebook, something that I'm gonna start doing.
Yeah, Facebook. I didn't know that.
I don't ever get. I really on Facebook, but I want to start on Facebook Marketplace, start posting like new listings in the area. Which that's a lot of, because I'm focusing on rental leases and like apartments too, but like rentals, because girl, those go by fast.
They go by fast because everybody's looking for an apartment to move into, especially in Texas.
An apartment or a home.
Everybody wants to move to Texas, so I feel like if you're a real estate agent, you're in your own playground because everybody wants to move out here, especially in the summer. That's good.
That's something I gotta work on. Not procrastinating, and like something that I need to put on like my calendar or my time block.
That's true. Okay, those are some good questions. Thank you. You're the only guest that give me questions. If you become a guest, give me some questions. Challenge me a little bit. Okay, so some examples of time management in the biblical figures' lives. I'm going to just briefly go over it. Moses, he learned that time is limited and futile. Moses has been through a lot with trying to get the kids of Egypt out and helping them to get to the promised land, and having this mentality like God said, I'm going to take them to the promised land, but when? And them not even reaching the promised land when he was alive, because
wasn't it supposed to take them 11 days? 40 years.
Because everybody was doubting. Everybody was just like asking when is it going to happen? Everybody's looking at Moses like, you're the leader, like you're supposed to help us get there, like it's been 40 years, like what's going on? And a lot of that had to do with them people messing up their own self, getting in their own way. But he's a good example of like how important it is for time management, how important it is to have your faith be connected to your time management. Another figure is then of course we should always ask for help. That also helps with the Moses. But Paul wrote about the importance of making the best use of your time. If you read about Paul in the Bible. And then of course the Sabbath day, everyone knows that the Sabbath day is a day for rest, even though we don't rest on that day a lot, but the Sabbath day is a day for rest. And then of course in the 10 Commandments, it expresses the importance of resting as well. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people who, Jesus, for example, like his disciples be like, when are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? When are we going to take over the Romans? And God is like, God has a timeline, and I'm on his timeline. You don't need to know when, just know when it happens, it's going to happen. And people used to think he was like a go with the flow guy, but no, he was very strategic. He knew exactly the time and place, and people used to say he always show up on time because he knew God's timeline. He knew what the purpose for his like self to be and what he needed to do.
And what do we say all the time? He may not come when he wants,
but he always comes when, what is it?
He may not come when we want, but he's always on time.
Right. He'll be there right on time. Right. So that's true. And I think it's because he's so strategic, and he always had the mentality, okay, I need to be in Jerusalem by this day. I need to be in Bethlehem by this day. I need to be in Egypt by this day.
And not only that, you can go to Lazarus. How he knew he died, and then he waited 3-4 days, and then
because just imagine if you don't go by God's timeline, you go ahead. Like if he would have went ahead, would he have been able? I mean, he probably would have still, but would he have been able to do what he needs to do for Lazarus, or like anybody else that he has healed? He had to be there at a specific time that God wanted him to be there, so that he can do what he needs to do. So those are some good figures that you can look at, biblical figures in the Bible. And there's so many other people that you can probably find to relate to this topic. But that's going to be it for you guys for this episode. Thank you guys for listening and watching. If you're watching on YouTube, listening if you're on Spotify, please make sure that you follow, subscribe, and like. I'm also going to have Felicity's business up on the screen as well in the description. Just tell us a little bit about what you do. You already kind of briefly went over it, but tell us what you do, who you are.
Yes, I am first and foremost a child of God. Amen. But I am, 25-year-old Dallas native. I work in sales, and I also do real estate. I'm an up-and-coming real estate agent, and I'm just trying to, navigate my 20s. Have God, like I said, use me as a vessel and just, change lives.
Okay, girl. And then, what's the name of your real estate?
You can follow my Instagram. She'll have it linked. But I work for Rogers Healy & Associates. You can find me on their website. My email is felicitywilliams@rogershealy.com.
Yes, and then you also are a content creator.
Yes, I've been slacking, girl, with that too. I told you social media has just been not my priority. But yes, Felicity Williams, that's me on YouTube. I've been doing weekly or so vlogs, but I kind of stopped. But new vlog should be coming here soon.
Yes. So make sure you guys follow. I'm gonna have it listed in the description as well as on the screen. Make sure you guys support her, follow her. If you're moving to Texas and you want to buy a house or get an apartment, you got your girl here. Yes, and you guys can follow and of course just support her, reach out to her, give her some inspiration, some encouragement. It's hard to just come out on the screen and talk to people about things because people are evil online and all this stuff.
But like, we're human, girl.
Yes.
Like, we're nobody's perfect.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I'm just happy that you came and that you guys were able to hear some really good wisdom from her with time management. Like I said, make sure that you follow us, follow her social media, subscribe to both our YouTubes, follow us on TikTok, and be prepared for the next episode. I believe I have 2 more episodes before I go on my little summer hiatus because I'm not posting for the summer. I'm going to spend that time with family, friends, and resting. So I'm prioritizing my time.
Yes, girl.
And of course, please make sure that you comment below, maybe something you've learned, something that kind of inspired you, something that you wrote down and jot down that you want to use to help you with your time management. And of course, if you have any scriptures that you think are good examples that you want to put in the comments, because we're all a community, we can all have a conversation in the comments about it and respond. So please make sure you do that. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next episode.